Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a classic face-off between two legends in the dive watch world. The Rolex Submariner 14060 and the Tudor Black Bay 54. Both of these watches are iconic but for different reasons. Let's break down the differences, the similarities, and what might make you choose one over the other. Let's start with the Rolex 14060. This model needs no introduction. Produced from the late 80s to the early 2000s, it is one of the last Submariner to feature the classic no-date dial and drilled lock holes, making it a favorite among fans. One of the big appeals of the 14060 is its simplicity. No date, no Cyclops, just pure Submariner. It wears incredibly well on a variety of different wrist sizes. But the key point for me is that its robustness. At 40mm is a sweet spot for a dive watch. It's got a balance, lightweight, and practical. Now Tudor has been killing it in recent years, and the Black Bay 54 is no exception. It's Tudor's love letter to their own heritage and the early dive watches they produced. At 37mm, it's noticeably smaller than the Submariner, which for some is a huge plus. In fact, if you got a smaller wrist like me, the Black Bay 54 might feel like the perfect everyday diver. The 14060 feels classic. With its slim case profile, it sits low on the wrist and doesn't shout for attention. It's also lighter than more modern Rolex dive watches, which is a big reason why so many people love wearing it all day. And even though it's 40mm, it wears comfortably on smaller wrists. The Black Bay 54, on the other hand, has that vintage charm with modern build quality. The smaller case size makes it a bit more understated, but the finishing is top-notch. Plus, that unguarded crown is a nod to the old Tudor divers, giving it that extra dose of nostalgia. Now let's talk about movements. The Rolex 14060 houses the in-house caliber 3000, which is as reliable as it gets. It's a workhorse movement with COSC certification in later models, but even the early ones are highly accurate. Tudor, on the other hand, is powered by the MT5400s in the Black Bay 54. It's also an in-house movement and is chronometer certified. What's interesting here is the power reserve. Tudor's giving you about 70 hours, while the 14060 has around 48 hours. Personally, I don't think it matters, and they're non-date models, and it's not very annoying to set times every time you wear it. Bezel action, an important but often overlooked aspect of any dive watch. The Submariner's bezel is buttery smooth with precise, crisp clicks that Rolex is known for, and it's satisfying and easy to use. The Black Bay 54's bezel feels a little different. It's got a firmer resistance, which I kinda like. Now we start to see some real differences when it comes to bracelets. The 14060 comes with the Oyster bracelet, and you get a classic clasp with double lock mechanism. It's classic, reliable, comfortable. The Black Bay 54, on the other hand, comes with an upgraded bracelet with T-fit clasp, which allows for quick adjustments on the fly. This is a real winner, especially if you're like me and your wrist size tends to fluctuate throughout the day. And we can't ignore price. Black Bay 54 is about half the price of Rolex 14060 at the time of recording. Black Bay 54 used hovers around 3,000 to 4,000, while Rolex 14060 is about 7,000 to 9,000, depending on the condition and paperwork and etc. So which one should you choose? If you want the heritage, the name, and the history, the Rolex 14060 is a no-brainer. But if you're looking for a vintage classic with a smaller case size and a more affordable price tag, the Tudor Black Bay 54 is tough to beat. It's got the Tudor DNA with some serious dive watch credibility. At the end of the day, both watches are absolute winners. It just depends on what you're after, a slice of Rolex history or a modern Tudor with old school charm. Let me know in the comments which one you would go for. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe for more watch content. See you next time.